Hi Year 4, hope you're well. I look forward to seeing you soon, guys. So, I've done you another lesson today, and we're going to concentrate a lot on the chords today, playing both the C chord and the F chord, because your teachers have told me you need a little bit more work, which is fine. So, we're going to start with side 1 of the rhythm sheet today. So we're not going to use the rhythm cards on the board, we're going to go straight to this sheet, okay? And we're on side 1. And you can see at the top we've got frog, 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 tadpole, frog, shush, frog, frog, tadpole, shush, frog. So that's the rhythm we're going to play. So I'm going to demo it for you, and then you're going to have a little go. So, frogs are easy. I'll just move back so you can see the ukulele. There we go, that's better. Okay, so frogs are easy. We're just going to go down. When you do a tadpole, you can use a plectrum and you can go back up as well. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to put the C chord on. Remember, it's the red. So thumb at the top, and it's my ring finger, the third finger, squeezes the string into that sticker. Okay, and remember, it's the fingertip. You should see just that line on your finger. You can just, there's the camera, just see that line there. Look, right on the fingertip. Okay, so I play the frogs going down. Now tadpole, I'm going to go down and then up. And it makes it really easy for me. So as long as if you're holding that plectrum correctly with a finger and thumb, it's just that end bit there on the plectrum that's going to play for you. Okay. Now, posture is really important. Your bottom has to be in the back of your chair, and you need to sit upright. Remember, you cuddle your ukulele, and the head here is just slightly up in the air. It's not going flat, and you don't play ukulele like that. Okay, underneath and that way. Get it comfortable for you. Everybody's a bit different. And we're going to use our plectrum, and we strum just on the blackboard there, not over the hole, just over the blackboard. Okay, so I'm going to play you line 1, and it goes frog, 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 tadpole, frog, shh, frog, frog, tadpole, frog, tadpole, shh, frog. So when I do a shush, straight up, shh. Okay, so I'm not strumming. So line 1, you've got 2 minutes. See how many times you can play line 1. Off you go. Halfway through, guys. Ten seconds. And everybody in rest position. Fantastic. Okay, so hopefully you've practiced line 1. We're now going to play it together. You're going to play it with me, okay? So, sitting properly, bottom in the back of your chair, ukulele under your arm, thumb at the top, third finger on the red, squeezing it properly. Make sure you've got enough room with your table. If not, just move your chair back a little bit. You need enough room to be able to play nice and freely, okay? Pinching your plectrum. After 4, the C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Frog, 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 frog. Tadpole, frog. Shh. Frog, frog, tadpole, frog. Tadpole, shh. Frog. I bet that went really, really well. If not, pause the video, Do it a few times. If it did, keep the video playing. I'm going to skip a line. I'm going to go to line 3. Line 3 has got the minim there, and just going to remind you, because it's been a couple of weeks, the 2 frogs. Frog, frog, 2 frogs. I mean, remember, minim's worth 2, so we have to feel 2 beats. 1, 2. The second beat is out in front. We can't strum because it's not a note. We're holding it on for 2 beats. Frog, frog, 2 frogs. Okay? I'm going to play your line 3. Your turn to listen. Frog, frog, 2 frogs. Tap, frog. Shh. 2 frogs. Tap, frog. Tap, 2 frogs. You've got 1 minute to practice. Ready? Off you go. Sitting properly. "30 seconds left. Ten. And rest position for me. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to play that together like we did line 1. So, bum to the back of the chair, sitting up, cuddle your ukulele, squeeze the red sticker. Make sure you're using the 3rd finger, the ring finger, remember. Squeeze it, holding your plectrum. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Frog, frog, 2 frogs. Tap, frog. Shh. 2 frogs. Tap, frog. Tap, 2 frogs. Again, I bet that went really well. If not, don't worry. Pause the video. Have a few more tries. Okay? If it did, keep going. I'm now going to do line number 5. Just to remind you of the semiquavers. Remember, semi means a half. So a semiquaver is half of a quaver. And this is where your fractions come in. Quavers are worth a half. So half of a half is a quarter. And that's why there's 4 notes in a caterpillar. They're each a quarter. And those 4 notes will make the space of 1 whole. 4 quarters make 1 whole, as you should know from your maths. So, caterpillar, remember we've got to play quickly. And it's that wrist flick. There. Not your arm, your wrist. You're just going to flick it. Caterpillar, 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 caterpillar. So, leave your ukuleles upside down, but pick up your plectrum. Remember, it's your right hand, thumb, and finger, okay? Hold your arm like this, and you're going to turn so you can see the back of your hand, and then turn so you can see the front of your hand, and you're going to go caterpillar, 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 caterpillar. Ready? 1, 2, 3, together. Caterpillar, 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 caterpillar. Just stop. If you're finding it hard, it's like looking at your watch. What do you do to look at your watch? You turn your wrist, don't you? Yeah? You don't lift your arm up or anything. You just turn your wrist. So all we're doing is really looking at our watch. Let's try it again. Hold your plectrum. Ready? Caterpillar, 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 caterpillar. Now we're going to translate that onto the ukulele. Keep yours in rest position. Just watch. So I'm going to flick. And it makes that caterpillar sound, doesn't it? So you've got 30 seconds just to practice doing the caterpillar. So pick up your ukulele, red on, and practice some caterpillars. Off you go. Caterpillar. And rest position. Fantastic. Keep it in rest position. I'm going to show you line 5 now. It goes. Caterpillar, caterpillar, tadpole, frog. Tadpole, frog. Shh, shh. 2 frogs. Tadpole, frog. Frog, caterpillar, 2 frogs. So I've gone quite steady today. If you think you can play it faster, you can go a little bit quicker. Okay, go at the speed that you know you can play it. All right. So you're going to have some practice time now, and then your teacher is going to ask you to stop, and then you're going to play it through. And then your teacher is going to ask you to learn a different line, and they're going to take over from me now, and you can practice it and then play that line through. Okay. So just stick with side 1. All right. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in a little while for the next part of the lesson. Just pause the video now. Okay guys, so we've done a lot of work using the C chord. Now we're going to use the F chord that we've done, the greens. So if you remember, your first finger goes on the bottom green, and your second finger goes on the top one. Yeah? So I'll show you that again. First finger on the bottom green, it's next to the orange, look. And your second finger on the top green. Now it's really important that you stand them up so there's a hole. If not, what happens is your finger goes flat like that and the strings can't vibrate and it doesn't make the right noise. You've got to make sure they stand up so all the strings can vibrate properly. And as I said to you before, it's the same as holding the violin. If you remember, we had to put the fingers up on their ends like that. So it's the same as if we're holding the violin. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, make sure your bum's in the back of the chair, sitting up, hold your ukulele, thumb at the top, first finger squeeze the string into the green, and the second finger squeeze it into the green. Plectrum. Now, I play first, and then you copy, okay? Good. Now, let's change to a C chord. So your third finger goes on the red and you take off 1 and 2. Me first. Now let's go back to the F chord. So you put 1 and 2 on, lift off your third, make sure they're standing upright, make sure your bum's in the back of the chair. C chord. Put your third finger on, lift off. Rest position. Now this time, I'm going to call out if I'm playing an F or a C chord, and you've got to change your fingers, so we're not going to stop in between. I'll give you an example. You stay in rest position, I'm showing you. So I might say F and I'll play an F. You play it, then I'll say C. You play it. F. You play it on an F. C. Okay, so that's the example. So, bum in the back of the chair, ukulele under the arm, slightly raise the head, and we'll start with an F. So the 2 greens, me first. C, change. F, change. C, change. Rest position. Okay, so hopefully you've got the idea of changing your fingers. Now, if the teachers think you need a little bit longer on that, what I suggest you do is perhaps get some students out the front that would like to lead it, and they can say if they're going to play a C or an F chord, and they can play for you, and then the others can copy. If you think, though, that the class have got it, you can move on to the next stage, okay? So pause the video or keep it playing. Okay guys, so last week we did Achy, Breaky, Heart, and we got halfway through, so I'm now going to teach you the second half, okay? So we're going to start on the top of the page on the second half of it, and it says, you can tell your ma I moved to Arkansas. So it's not Arkansas, Arkansas, so it rhymes with ma. You can tell your ma I moved to Arkansas. You can tell your dog to bite my leg. And on leg is when we change to the C chord. If you remember, the C's written above the word, so we change. Or tell your brother Cliff, whose fist can tell my lip, he never really liked me anyway. And way is when we change back to the F. So we're going to try that a little bit together. Okay, so let's put our F chord on. Remember about the bum. Cuddling your ukulele. Head slightly up. Thumb. First finger, second finger on the greens for the F. 1, 2, 3, strum. You can tell your mom I moved to Arkansas. You can tell your dog to bite my leg. Or tell your brother Cliff, whose fist can tell my lip, he never really liked me anyway. So, I'm assuming that went really well. If not, just rewind on the video a little bit and do it a few times, okay? So the next verse. Or tell your Aunt Louise, tell anything you please, myself already knows I'm not okay. And on the K is when we change. Or you can tell my eyes to watch out for my mind, it might be walking out on me today. Okay, so bum in the back of the chair, cuddle ukulele, thumb, 2 fingers. Let's strum. 2, 3, strum. Or tell your Aunt Louise, tell anything you please. Myself already knows I'm not okay. Or you can tell my eyes to watch out for my mind. It might be walking out on me today. I'm assuming that went brilliantly. If not, you know what to do. Just rewind a little bit on the video. And then we do the chorus. Now, if you have a look, you can see in brackets at the bottom it says ×4. And that's because to end this piece, we sing the chorus 4 times. I'm afraid only I can sing it at the minute, so you guys are just strumming. But we do it 4 times. But there's a special thing on the 3rd time. Instead of strumming, we actually turn it over and we just gently knock the pulse. So I sing it twice, and then the 3rd time, and then the last time we pick it up and we play. Okay. On the very last note, and only on the very last note, so we've done the knocking, we've picked it up, we've played it. On the very last note, he might blow up and kill this. And on the very last man, we do what we call a tremolo. So you're going to get your plectrum and you just go up and down. Okay, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds to practice a tremolo. So ukulele up, under your arm, 2 fingers on, ready and go. Flick your wrist, flick your wrist. Flick your wrist. And rest position. Okay, right. So we're going to do the chorus with 4 times, and you'll see on the 3rd time I will turn my ukulele over and we all knock together, okay? Remember folks, I'm afraid only I can sing at the minute, alright? So ukulele up, bottom, arm, fingers, and we strum. 2, 3, F. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think it understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. Do it again. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think it understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. One more. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. Okay folks, I'm assuming that went really, really well. If not, you know what to do, just rewind, okay? Now, we're going to try and do the whole song, okay? So, from the very beginning, good luck, and I hope it goes really well, alright? Okay, I'll see you in a bit guys, bye! So folks, we need an F chord to start Achy Breaky Heart, so fingers on the greens, and we're going to strum and get an introduction going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes when I'm gone. Or you can tell your friends just what a fool I've been, and laugh and joke about me on the phone. You can tell my arms go back to the farm. You can tell my feet to hit the floor. Or you can tell my lips to tell my fingertips they won't be reaching out for you no more. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. You can tell your mom I moved to Arkansas. You can tell your doctor by my leg. Or tell your brother Cliff, whose fist can tell my lip, he never really liked me anyway. Or tell your Aunt Louise, tell anything you please, myself already knows I'm not okay. Or you can tell my eyes to watch out for my mind, they might be working out on me today. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. One more time. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. And that's Achy Breaky Heart. Hope you enjoyed it guys. Thank you and see you soon. Bye. It's